Hello. Welcome back to the XDF records for February 2025. We had a pretty good month, 197 records in total. 24 from both Vert and Gibbs, Riffo with 23, Shinx 20, Amnesia, Sauna, Asju, Straight 2, JH, Amino, Akimali, Malice, Riona, Mui, Padviz, Kabla, Source, Clasps, Gloom, Plaza and Rogue getting records this month, just shy of the 200 mark for the month. Over on the stats, for HP, not much movement. We do see Akimali bumping up 2 places, Knight and Rohuga going down. Everybody else staying in their same positions, just gaining and losing a couple of points apiece. Next. On our Goblin stays at the top, and there's no movement till we get down to 7th, where Astu bumps Woe down. So I think Woe bumped Astu down last month, actually, I think. Sure. Shinx is up 2 places, kicking JH and Nero down. Frosty comes up 2 places, kicking TQ and Nature down. And Gibbs and Dead fast swap places, no more changes. Sulfur still hanging on to that top 20 place, but it is getting close. But he's still gaining points from having such a good set of records across such a large amount of maps. On to the rest of it then. Oh yeah, we've got one more stat. 197 records, 102 videos, 140 unique maps, and 22 unique players. Here we go then. Kairos Caffeine, a recommended map this month. There are a few maps missing, going to be at the end of the month, but it should be alright. Quite a few HP maps as well this month. There's been more and more grinding on HP. And the records over there, there's quite a lot that the records aren't very heavily ground because no one's been there to push them. So yeah, it's good to see a bit more competition over there. For sure. Nicely done. I think a lot of the HP stuff being like brought up more comes from people who have played like Quake 3 and Warsaw. It's more the non-Zon starters because they play everything, you know. Servers aren't split, so you just join and then you have to play difficult maps sometimes. And there are some maps that aren't particularly difficult that are on HP, but they're just not completely noob proof, so yeah. Good to get a bit of grinding on HP. I need to spend some time over there. Chances are I could get a good overall rank on HP actually, because I could do quite well on some of the easier maps. Put in a bit of a grind there. Yeah, Gibbs has been absolutely cooking. I mean, that's why he's got the top records for the month, tied up with Vert though, which is actually surprised me. Tied up with Vert. But I did realise how, like, looking at the record list and the maps and stuff, I realised how little I played and actually like noticed in February. Because in December, although I didn't play pretty much anything in December, November didn't matter because it was end of XCWC, so there was barely any records anyway. December had quite a few records, but I was still paying attention while playing Trackmania. January, I was not paying attention at all, and I thought I was paying attention last month, but it turns out not really. Not until the last couple of weeks where I've actually been playing again. So yeah, fortunately no new players coming in and taking names and kicking ass. Just me going, I hope that's not a new player and I hope that it is just Vert shitnicking again. This map's absolutely mad. Just going as fast as you can, and then you're using the rockets to, like, you lose speed by hitting the wall, but there's no way you could turn. But then the rocket just to get you back up to the same speed. So losing as little speed as possible and then gaining all that speed back with the rocket. Nicely done to get under. I think he would have hit the wall there. Hopefully this week's video looks a bit better. I've changed the handbrake settings a bit. Because it was... Well, Xonotic was pretty much fine, to be fair. So it should look a bit better, but Xonotic was mostly fine. You'll notice it on this map with this pool coping type stuff. But Trackmania was getting absolutely wrecked. It wasn't even getting that much smaller of a file size as well. It was like... Xonotic more than half. Trackmania was like 2/3 the size. Because more detail, I guess. It did surprise me that there's like more detail, because I would have thought you could just flatten most of it. So this map has a note from Amino that says crazy run. So yeah, I think it's a different. It seems to be a different route to what we've seen before, at least at the start there. Like a lightly different route. Okay, very nice. Very nice. Yeah, there's some full force pushing going on this. That's for sure. Because this map, from the looks of things, this is another one of those. I'll check this map out. No, I won't. This looks like it plays like an XDWC level map, right? It's a lot harder to just complete than an XDWC level map, but when you're actually pushing those sort of maps, you know, this is the sort of thing you can expect to be doing. So when people do start pushing these maps, they can get pretty quick, pretty easily. Although Insane Run knocking 20 seconds off the PB from that. Holveno, this was a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago, I think, in December records. This one didn't have a record uploaded to it. This, I mean, okay, so this looks like a lot of lobby parkour. That's very nice. But I'm sure I've played that one in a lobby parkour before in Minecraft. What the... Oh, okay. Oh, yes, this is a crazy stacked rocket. Like, shooting the rocket. I was like, what are we looking at? I thought we were watching a third-person demo here. I was like, this isn't a Kota map. Absolutely crazy. And the craziest thing about this one, NR map, next run. This map actually built for this physics. But it isn't built for dying at the end. You're meant to go through that and keep your speed, I think. Bull Runner by Plaza. The final map of the recommended runs. Congratulations to Plaza for getting good. It's kind of escaped me, and then all of a sudden Plaza's like setting world records, like top 10s on good maps. Oh, that's beautiful. That's just chill. When we say relaxed running, that's what we mean. Even though I think this is probably HP in it. Beauty. Beautiful. Beautiful. Again, another one where, even if that is, I think that probably is going to be HP, but even if it is HP, it's not a full HP map. You know? Into the new maps. Some good maps this week. Final Quake. So just a CTF map. This looks like an enormous CTF map. It is about 9:30 right now, and to be fair, I can't see straight. Nicely done. Very nicely done. Actually, thinking about it, it can't be a Quake 1 map, could it? Because Quake 1 didn't have Plasma Hagar type weapon. There was nothing to do this with. Oh, that's really tricky. Going through a teleporter and immediately doing something. Like, most people are just stopping there. You know, through the teleporter, stop, get your bearings. But that was beautifully done to just straight on. We're strafing. We're going left. And it'll save you a good chunk of time, like half a second. Nice. Wow. Jeez. That bit actually a lot of these sections are easier, so it's easier to grab yourself like that in Xonotic than it is in Quake 3 because of the explosion radius. But some of these sections you can't PGB, which is where you get a tiny bit of slick by damaging yourself, called Plasma Ground Boost. And some of these sections, some of the long jumps, like strafe jumps, look like they're built just to PGB, which is why you can sort of do it with Xonotic, because you can get a bigger, like, air boost. But there was one section just back that was very much a PGB section. And I mean, the fastest route there would be to PGB if you could get across. It looks like you probably could. If you could get... You can like double PGB, it's insane. Like, yeah, here, people would be PGB in that first bit to get to the second one and then just cannoning that. And there, yeah, PGB to get across that one. But fortunately, because ours is explosive, there's a bit more of a jump. Absolutely mad run. Like, there's so many of these runs. We put these runs in to be like, oh, these won't be optimized. These are the new maps that have been added. They probably won't be optimized. Give them a go. And then we come here every month and they're just like optimized to all hell. Like, already really good runs. It's rare that we see, ooh, beautiful. That was tasty. Yeah, very rare that we see the random 2 in the morning map got queued on the server and there's one random guy playing it, like, half-assed. The one that springs to mind is 2447 playing, was it 2337? One of them. That guy. Playing quite clearly, like, just complete meme play, because he wasn't even strafing. Just Wing. And you're like, yeah, there's literally nobody else on the server and this map's just come up and you got world records. Because you just walked through the map. Interested to see what VP does next. See, the problem is he's now actually run out of VP Untitled. So I think we don't quite get them in a row because of how the maps got uploaded. But yeah, VP Antarctic Mine, which isn't just VP Arctic Mine backwards. But yeah, so we're interested to see what he does. nicely done. The texturing on these maps is absolutely beautiful. VP does phenomenal work with making his maps look really nice. Then I just map like Kota. There is a texture for the ground, there is a texture for the ramps. You want more? No. That looks good though. Ended up on HP because of a couple of things, but yeah, functional texture. It's fine. I think I'm going to stop doing different colours for the sides of ledges though. I somehow ended up with like so many textures on my last map. So I'm sure I just did like the minimal amount of textures. Floor and ceiling and water and yeah. And slick and bad and wall and yeah, nah. Just here we go, the final VP Untitled, unless he's going to go with the XL style and start going AA, AB, AC. A very nice map. But it seems like VP stole my idea of playing golf. I was actually going to make this map. Like, genuinely was planning on making a map like this. Where you drop into the holes and it's a teleporter to the next... next part of the map. Really cool map. Very, very, very nice. And then the more difficult version of the same map. I actually think it'd be fun to make almost a training map with this this idea. Where you go through the teleporter and yeah. I also like that VP made the... Oh, that's so difficult. I like VP made the grids around, because otherwise in Xonotic would be flying out way too fast. Yeah, like a training map where things just get harder and harder and harder each section. And you go through all the standard... Kind of make it, either make it for RR or make it for HP. Or make a part 2 for HP. No, not one hole for skill, but like literally, here's a straight line. Here's a straight line with a corner in it. Here's a ramp jump you've got to make. Just introduce every skill in the game, but somehow make it... You know, here's a slick one. Somehow make each room or each hole... Like, I was going to do it as golf holes, because that would be cool. But, yeah, you could do it as just rooms. And then, yeah, have it basically go as difficult as I could possibly make it before it becomes HP. Ooh, nicely done. Respawn to get more speed. That was too fast for me to even see, so don't worry if you missed it at 30 FPS. Yeah, that's true. Training maps at HP could be good. And here we go into just normal maps now. Still got a few more before the character limit gets fixed as well, apparently. All of these are just going to be called cool quick grass, but they're all different cool quick grasses. Yeah. There's some of the circle jump practice maps are on HP as well, I guess, but that's because they go too far. You know, you've got to be able to do a 550 circle jump to make the last one, sort of thing. My plan was to try and make it in such a way that, like VP's one, it is possible to speedrun it, because there's CPM jump, I think. It's a circle jump practice map, and it is horrendous to circle jump because you are supposed to just like crawl through and stop, and it's horrendous to like try and go fast on. You have to get through and get the spacing so that you don't have to circle jump, because circle jump would be stopping, so you want to keep the speed from the last one. It's just an absolute nightmare to go fast on, but it's a good practice map. Whereas VP's one, because you stop, because it's slick really, and everybody gets that stop between, there's no way well, maybe someone will find a way, but everybody gets that stop. There's no hunting for not stopping, sort of thing. Is this map on RR or HPs? I feel like it should be RR, because like, I can't see anything if you just walk through. This map's an RR. For some reason. Yeah, RR. I was kind of looking at it thinking, it could be HP, because it's difficult, but at the same time, actually, it's not difficult if you don't go for like the jump gaps. It's not difficult. Hard balance between the two. I really like the tier system that's going to be a momentum mod. That's been, well, it's been in B-hop and stuff for ages. But that'll be good. Tier 1, 2, 3, 4. Although I did see that DF Ash is different Ash. Well, not any Ash. Mac, made by Mac. Did see that they've put that as a tier 3, which feels a bit high. I don't know. I guess they want to. I guess it helps leaving room for tier 2s to actually exist. So the tier is going to be set, because it's going to be map review. For at least a week, you're going to have to be put in map review before you can get to the actual map pool. And that will decide whether the map is ranked or unranked. So there'll still be leaderboards for unranked, I think, but they're just kind of hidden and not important. So that'll be like a map that's completely built for VQ3. If people want to complete it in CPM, that's fine, but it's not going to give you XP, and it's not going to go towards your ranking points on the overall leaderboards or anything. I'm not quite sure what the setup for the overall leaderboards will be, but yeah. But there'll still be a leaderboard, and you can still get credit for completing it. Same thing with like maps that are built for CPM, doing them in VQ3. Stuff like that, and mode mixed maps. they'll all be unranked. But yeah, the map review should make it so that there isn't too many problems. Oh, very nice catch on the end there. So that'll probably be something I'll do a fair bit of map review when it comes out. When 010 comes out and there's going to be a lot of maps to review, that's probably all I'm going to play for 010, because there's no point grinding maps because the leaderboard's going to get reset so much. So you might as well grind review, map review. That and actually porting maps myself, if that's a thing that needs help with doing. Because I don't know how many DeFrag mappers there'll be to port them, because the DeFrag porting process is more involved because you've obviously got to convert it from Quake 3 to source. Whereas for something like B-Hop, it's just putting the checkpoints in and yeah, checking they're all correct. Oh, give it a go. I love the texture on that map. I love that pink so much. Such a good pink. It's gonna be good. I mean, I may just entirely take another break from Xonotic again when that comes out. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. Hook round that back corner. Yeah. I've seen it before. The fastest way is to just stop and circle jump into the corner rather than going wide and trying to like bounce off the back and keep your speed and stuff like that. I think he got to the corner and literally, hey, this map's being played currently. Oh no, it's just stopped being played. It was being played and then it finished about 3 or 4 minutes ago. Yeah, you get to the corner and you just run, effectively just holding A and fling yourself around the corner. Like you're just holding the strafe key and just pinning yourself to the wall, or sort of wall running it even. Oomph. Glad that the finish works there, because it sometimes doesn't. The nightmare map. Beautiful. Another .01 shaved off. Yeah. Sometimes the checkpoints don't work. Nicely done. Beautiful corner cut. And Sonic is beaten. Vert's like corner turn slicks always look like he's charging something up. He's just like whoop. Just charges up the attack, then absolutely destroys you. God, that just like patch of slick that's completely unmarked, you know? How would you know if it wasn't for the slick detector? Like, someone would have to tell you it's slick in Quake 3. Yeah, mapper hacks. I think Akamoli got the same bug. Have you been getting a bug sometimes where you finish a run and the key gets stuck down that you were pressing? And like you respawn and you're just constantly running to the left until you press left again? Weird. Oh, horrendous map. 10 minutes of running in a circle to miss that gap. Beautifully done though, Vibert. Bert, the pre-jump master. Refuses to play anything other than Xonotic because he can't slap while playing. Yeah, gotta respect the standards. Ooh, nicely done. I don't think I've seen it. Okay. Jesus Christ, Frosty. Okay. Too many rocks. Crouton 4, is this the broken one? No. There is another one where none of the buttons work though. Nicely done, very clean landings. Boom. Just. Nah, some of them shoot you the wrong way. I was playing one of the croutons yesterday and it shoots you into the wall. Like it shoots you back the way you came when it should shoot you sideways. Nicely done. This run's slower than the one we saw earlier. Vert makes this map look easy, but this map is absolutely insanely difficult. Like, to finish a clean run on it is mad. Oh, yep. It's the corner cutting map. Oh yeah, just be Vert, yeah. Or don't be Vert, because Vert generally isn't Vert, to be fair. massive. Oh, I remember us two playing that one. He kept landing in that final corner, kept landing right in the middle, and dying. I think it was that map, unless there's another one that's got that exact like wiggle right before the finish. Yeah, the best viewers are already here. I require liquid. Liquid for a bubbly bottle. Yeah, they just get pushed. I mean, it's weird because if there was safeties but the run was dead, you'd feel better about taking the corner cuts. But because there's an actual hole there, you feel worse about it and you don't risk as much. Despite the fact that the run's dead whether you're actually dead and reset or not. It's a strange trick of the mind that the game plays on you. But you'd rather crash into a wall, even though it wouldn't matter. Run dead. Nice and clean. One of the hardest sections, this bit. Getting the spacing through here to get over that one and then not crash immediately. Yeah, you can get more easily to later parts, but you can just slow down on those maps. I mean the ones where it's like the run is pretty much completely dead if you clip a wall. Like you lose all your speed when you clip a wall bits, rather than... It might just be because we've got somewhere to aim for, you know? You've got the corner to aim for. Yeah, that's what I mean, the pure mind trick ones, where it's... Like, you could understand it if it was on a mountain bike. Although even then, actually, there is a weird thing of jumps with things at the side of them can be scarier than jumps without, because you think you're going to crash into them, even though... If you don't land on the landing, you're fucked, whether you crash into that tree or whether you just completely miss the landing. I've got a thing in my head at the minute, if it's... Like, if the ground is damp, for some reason I lose all cornering confidence. If the ground is bone dry, I'll absolutely rail corners. Which is... I'm trying to get over it. Because it's really annoying. And also, off-road also happens. If the ground is like a little bit tacky, I will still be less than when the ground is bone dry. And that's a problem, because the ground has more grip when it's slightly wet. When you're off-road. Has Malice got Bowser and Bowser reverse right next to each other and with pretty much the exact same time. You know it's a well-made map when backwards is the same as forwards. Yeah, I still need to watch Red Bull Hardline. Everyone says it's an amazing race. There's a monster crash in it. I might just skip the crash. That's a brutal crash in Paris-Nice yesterday. Just so much early season twitching, you know, that sort of thing. There's so much risk with road cycling. Every race you do is a chance to get injured, but every race you do is better form. So there's a lot of risk reward, and honestly I think it's safer. Like, looking at how many crashes happen, I reckon it's probably safer to go to the classics. Like, people say the classics are worse because you'll crash on cobblestones or something, but I reckon it's safer in the classics because normally there's less of a bunch. There's less crap going on than a bunch sprint. But if you're going for the Tour de France, you kind of have to race something like Tirreno Adriatico or Paris-Nice, one of the top 1 week stage races. TT in Tirreno yesterday, very good. TTT, team time trial, in Paris-Nice today, which is going to be very interesting. Saw something very interesting, actually, just to talk about something completely unrelated to DeFrag. 2026 Tour de France starts in Barcelona with a team time trial. Now, that didn't work out so well last time they did it for the Vuelta a España, but is that bunk on purpose or no? Interesting. But the interesting thing is, normally a team time trial, everyone in the team gets the same points, gets the same time, no matter when they actually finish, and the time is taken from the 4th person across the line. So you can have some riders destroy themselves for the first half of the course and drop off, and they still get the same time. But it's the 4th person across the line, so you need to take 4. So what people are saying is, those 4 riders that destroyed themselves, they're not the GC hopefuls, right? The GC hopefuls are still coming in with the group. But what's interesting about them having individual times for this... Oh, I was online when... No, I wasn't online when Gibbs set this one. That was this month. This map's hard. This map's really hard. You gotta get a very nice double here and the step up to keep yourself clean. Get through on the inside, bounce, and then get so wide through here, and then this bit just absolutely ridiculous to get speed there, not eat the up ramp too hard. Gibbs manages to get the spacing to get the wall. You can see 0.2, that is a lot on this map, but that means that he's bonked to the end here somewhere. Because this is just remembering where to go and picking your line and getting through. Kind of ignoring 3D space there, you just treat it like a slick. You just don't think about the 3D space because it doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah. So the team time trial is going to be very interesting because there's potential to send your GC hopeful. Because the guys that don't finish in the top 4 before, the ones that wasted themselves before in the old system, no change for those guys. They'll still probably be discarded and they'll just lose time and it'll be fine because they'll be not going for overall wins. But it'll be interesting to see the sprint to the finish, and it'll also be interesting to see, is there a rider who reckons that they can win the stage on their own? because there's a chance one of the, like, some of the teams with big lads might be able to go faster on their own, or like just send. It's going to be chaos if someone does it. A team with like sprinters or something, no GC hopefuls, so they don't care about the GC time, and they decide to just send like their lead out men. Sprinter can just like poodle in on his own accord with a couple of others, but they just, I reckon, a 3-up team time trial, and then the last kilometre or something, your fast man absolutely hammers it. If Ineos weren't going for the overall, I reckon they'd try it, because they could send Garner and Tarling. Like, anyone who watches cycling, Garner, Tarling, and fuck it, G. G's a decent time trialist. Garner, Tarling, G, 3-up team time trial. Halfway through, G drops. Right? He's done his work. Garner and Tarling, 2-up team time trial. Final kilometre, whoever's the best in like a 1 kilometre effort, depending on what they've been brought for and what they're training for. Most likely going to be Garner's going to be going the long distances. So, yeah. Tarling goes. Like 2K to go. Solo. If someone does that, that's going to be absolute chaos. And you just have like Alpecin might be able to do it. I don't know what time trialists they've got though. Like big guy time trialists. But they could probably do it with their lead out men. Philipsen can sort himself out. You know, he's a good sprinter, but he's not going to be up there in the time trial. But send the lead out men to go and win a stage by doing something silly. Would be hilarious. Bang on 4 minutes from this time, I've just noticed though. 4 minutes, 0 seconds, 0, 0. I remember seeing a lot of fails on the final section on this, dropping down to the second last section. So hopefully we don't see that again this time. Just exactly the same movements. Look at the keys. Just da-da-da, 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 da-da-da. Just the exact same movements pretty much every jump. Forwards jump left, forwards jump, oh no, right. Forwards jump right, forwards jump right. Cleanly done. Walk the tightrope. It's so weird when you get to the bits like that last little section with the ladders, where the Xonotic route is the same as the Minecraft route would be. And you have to do every section, rather than like this where you can double jump, and you don't have to do any Neos or anything daft. It's quite interesting seeing how difficult it is to do Minecraft style jumps, like precision, with the floaty ice physics of Xonotic. Here we go. The key part. Nicely done. Come on. the tops of the ladders in this are a lot smaller than they are in Minecraft. So you can't, in Minecraft you can get up some speed and sprint jump, but in Xonotic off the top of a ladder you can't even get up to your full 320 ups, which means you can't start strafing, which means you can't really do anything. But yeah, nice. Very, very nice. Completely different route from the start there with compared to, I think it was Akimoli earlier. What? You can get the finish without actually getting the finish. Wow. Oh, I tried playing this map. How do you... Oh, you just do that. Okay. I don't know if that's the required route. I couldn't get the second ramp to stick at all. It would just immediately hit. And no matter how fast it was going, just hit and slide straight down. But yeah, I'm not sure that that's the required route. Is go fast enough to skip the whole thing. Beautifully done. Another run on small one. Mui takes it from Rogue. Very nicely done. And cracks Astu. Nicely done. I love the spinning finish at the end of some of those maps, the R7 maps. Vert's back to take this one. He's got a great mini slick, does Vert. Not the greatest slicker, total. But that kind of one patch of slick. He's really quite good at. Ooh, nice. Very clean on the up there. Difficult section through there as well, because that would have been a double jump head hit, I guess, off of CPM, which we don't have here. Beautiful. This map's got a really, like, that first bit, getting the spacing right is quite difficult. Oh, it's beautiful spacing on the next bit. Then through after this, you got to get that just right to not lose a lot of speed, because it's a very steep ramp. And then here, getting a double jump to get you up and over and like send you all the way to the down ramp. Then just don't hit the pancakes, and you're in. Beautifully good track. Malice taking another crack at Bowser. It's a really cool map, like the textures on this, really nicely done. I do kind of wish I was just naturally good at this sort of texturing, but I know that it'd take me so much work. It already took me more time to texture both the two maps I've made than it did to actually make the maps. And especially the second one, Left is Fast, is pretty simple textures. I need to figure out a route for a strafe map though, that's the next one I want to make. Oh, beautiful to the slick. Didn't think it was going to get there, but it gets there. Hey, level code. We already have this record. Either we already had this record, or Gibbs is definitely doing that hit on purpose. I wasn't paying enough attention to know what was going on the last one, other than that hit. Yeah, TMNF looking really different. Might hunt weekly shorts after this. I'm not sure what I want to do. Oh, nicely. First bit's the important bit, second bit's the hard bit on that track, where you're just going absolutely ridiculously fast, but you've got to get into the finish after turning around. Not much time to save or anything, but you lose it there. You lose the good work you did before. Nicely done. Yeah, I played this. Did I play this? Pretty sure I played this one. Oh, what a fucking idiot I am. No, I didn't play this one. The one I played was Dark. And I don't think I've got Sky turned off. Maybe I do though. Let's see. No, it wasn't this. It wasn't this one. I played one of the ones that's like this. But it wasn't this exact one. But yeah, super hard to optimize. Super difficult to get around. Super difficult to stay, stay where you want to be. It doesn't seem like it'd be that much of a problem, but it is somehow a problem to just stay where you want to be. And the spacing ain't easy. Not at all. Yeah, the side part, you can DJ, you can not DJ, you can bonk it because it's not quite, it's a high DJ. It's not super clean DJ. Yeah, so you can definitely bonk it. You can't really jump over it. Because there's the two types of, well, there's perfects, but that tends to be at a lower speed and easier to aim. Perfect height for a double jump. That tends to be aimed. I'm getting a spam phone call, so the music has paused. Cracking. Just getting so many spam phone calls recently. It's like, you know it's a spam phone call because the only people that call me are in my phone book. Anyway. Yeah, so you got the perfect one. You've got the too low, where you can jump over the top of the double jump and land on the top of it, which can be alright. Depends how, what the spacing is for going so fast that you don't need to double jump. You just need to jump on top of it as well. And then there's the ones that are too high, where you can either get a double jump or bonk. Those ones tend to be more common because of skims. I've got KDE Connect, so I get texts and notifications from my phone go onto my computer. If you get a phone call, it automatically pauses the media. Problem when you've got two things open is it'll only pause the one that it thinks is running. Which in this case, it's chosen that VLC is running. VLC for the music, MPV for the videos. So it won't pause any YouTube that I had open if I had any YouTube open. Or if you've got if you're watching a stream and you've got a stream in the background in YouTube, sometimes it'll pause the stream and not pause the YouTube video you're actually focused on, in the window and watching. It's weird. I've been learning strange things about this. I've been using it for years, but I'm still learning things about it because of spam calls. incredibly suboptimal, this. Manood. And that is it. That is all of the records for this month. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you to everybody who has played this month and has set world records. Thank you to everybody who's played and pushed those world records to get even better but didn't get one for this month. Keep grinding. Keep pushing. I will see you next month. And various times on my stream, so check the links in the description and all of that to everything that's been shown and will be shown. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully the quality was good. See you next